Hey, Miss Peterson, what's up, pretty girl? I was over there on YouTube trying to post and so the Bum Squad to know how to get over here. So uh I was posting it and so that the squad can get over here, we can talk about it. Oh my God, it has been a hell. I mean a hell of a weekend, baby. When I tell you this baby gave me hell, there are no words in the human language to explain how I feel as of today. He is not resting, I pray. He's been washed up. I did all my motherly duties for the week. Clean towels, linens. No, actually, I do linens tomorrow. I don't lie. Like beddings and stuff like that. I'll do that tomorrow while he's at school. Um, oh my God, Miss Peterson, it's been a yeah, it's been one of those weekends. When I tell you, I was working on 25% and just autism is no joke. It was more than a lot. Yeah, it was way more than a lot. Anyway, I pressed through. I got it done. I got all the uniforms clean for the week. I've got out his lunch pack for tomorrow. I'm gonna Lysol everything down because he has a little cold. Not very bad cold, just a little snotty nose type cold. And um, yes, it has been a uh very challenging weekend for me. I haven't really been in the mood for anything. When he gets like this, it instantly throws me into one of my grumpy moods. I did manage to go out Saturday night. Hey, Miss Alfred, welcome, welcome. I did manage to go out Saturday night though, and it was much needed. When I say much needed, I can't tell you the grease I done mopped and cleaned off the floor, sugar that has been sprinkled literally all over the house. Um, it has been a very, very trying weekend. Um, ooh, so I just need strength from on high today because baby, who is it? 25% is Cherry. However, I wanted to come through for the Bum Squad. I pray that everybody had a beautiful weekend. The city was hyped. We had what we call Soul Bowl down here, which is Booty Washington High School versus Green Oaks. I am what's a lioness, and we left with the bowl. So downtown was extra and super packed. The people were everywhere, and so was Sherry. A much needed Saturday night, Sunday morning. And then this morning, God was really ministering to me. Uh, Again, going, in a different direction. There were tears that were shed because guess what? Hey, Miss McCoy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, pretty girl. There were tears that were shed because I know what is getting ready to transpire. So I had to put it all in perspective today and get a grip, on reality because the reality of it is God is going to have his way. Hey, Miss Dawson, what's up? What's up, pretty girl? Welcome, welcome. So, yeah, guys, it has been a very, very, ooh, I don't even have no words for this weekend. What, Miss Peterson, you got tipsy, child? I got flat out drunk, honey. I mean, Saturday night, baby, it was up for me and it was stuck for me because my son has been on 10. And when I say, I know he been past 10, it has been very difficult for me and my sister. Um, yeah, he was on a whole nother level of autism this weekend, and his autism was autism, and it was just very, very difficult for me. However, like every mother with a child with a disability, um, a condition, I pushed through. I got the job done. I still managed again to wash and get everything done for the week. Even though he creates the storm unknowingly because he's a child and he's an innocent child, I don't allow him to get wet. And even in a storm that he creates, because I'm a mother and I'm built to take all the pressure regardless of the situation, even in storms that he creates. I repeat, he's still not allowed to get wet because I'm the mom and I take the pressure of the situation. So there's that. And that's how Cherry Weekend went. Uh Wrestling, I showed y'all broken tablets, he then broke it some more and just whoo, child, that was just the beginning. That was just the beginning. Yeah, Miss Peterson, you're right. That's what mothers do. That was just the beginning of the situation. By the time Saturday night came, I was in the bed and my friend girl hit me. It was like, "What you doing? Go and jump in the tub. Go and throw your outfit on, cause I need a drink." And I was like, "Baby, say less." I went ahead and got up. I got dressed, and we ended up having a wonderful time. Actually, you know, a little flirting is good for the soul, especially for a single lady. It was a lot of people in town, like I said, because we have what you call the Soul Bowl game going on this weekend, and it was people literally everywhere. So we got in about maybe five, but of course we didn't leave till like 12:31. So it was a good time and it was much needed. After the weekend that I had, and again, even when I came home, guess what? When I woke up to him back on 22 again. However, I got the job done and I won't complain. I thank God for a strong mind. I thank God for giving me strength when I'm wore out, when I'm tired, when I'm discouraged and I just don't want to do it. Again, I keep pushing. Why? Because I'm somebody's mom. This storm too shall pass. It's not the first time. It won't be the last time. So yeah, we're just getting it done. That's it. And that's all. Like most mothers, we're just getting it done. So yeah. Right, Miss Peterson, that's what moms do. That's what we do. That's all that we can do is get it done. So there it is. In a nutshell, my weekend. Um, he'll be at school tomorrow. Hopefully he will stay at school tomorrow. And I can finish cleaning up the grease that he threw everywhere and um the sugar that I had in a little the little sugar that you use for coffee, the little containers. I hadn't even punctured it and opened it all the way and he still found a way to just a little container sugar thing that you could buy. He still found a way to get it literally everywhere. I've been sweeping up sugar, mopping up grease with hot water and soap. Just yeah, it's been a whole lot on this end, honey. A whole lot. I'm tired. Um, right, Miss Peterson, but he didn't made such a mess. I can't. I gotta come home. I got to get the beddings clean. I gotta get all this sugar and grease up off my floor, and which I have. But you know how we do. The extra. I need to mop everything. You know how I am. I need to make sure it's clean. I can't stand it. I can't. Yeah, it's a no for me. I would try to get some rest tomorrow. I'm exhausted, y'all. I'm tired mentally. I'm tired physically. Yeah, it's a lot. Miss Sherry is tired with all capitals. So yeah, there's that. Let me drop this link so y'all can get up here. Y'all know I don't like to be up here just talking by myself. Hey, Miss Nikki, what's up, pretty girl? Just running my mouth, Miss Nikki. That's it. That's all, honey. Old Arthur was bothering me all day today. My right knee was on 10. It was raining all day, but I pushed through with the pain. Miss Alfred, you better get your fat fast tail Alfred. You better get you some muscle rub and put on old Arthur child. I know how Arthur do, honey. Trust me. I keep telling y'all, I ain't no spring chicken either. Shit, child, I know how Arthur will do you, baby. But I'm glad you feeling better, and I'm glad you pushed through. But get you some good muscle rub, and then put you a good hot tile on top of it, and it should help pull some of that arthritis on up out of there. And keep doing it a couple of times, baby. I've been there, done it. Lord knows I have several times. Yes, yes, yes. So how was everybody weekend? I have dropped the link. Feel free to hit the link. Feel free to come up and let's talk about it. Tonight, I just want to talk about regular everyday life. I don't want to really speak on nobody else's life tonight. However, we could talk about whatever you feel like talking about. I'm just talking about regular everyday life for Miss Sherry. Miss Sherry weekend was absolutely oof. It was definitely a push and a pull, but I made it through it. Hey, stay focused. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I made it through it, and I think that's the most important part. Y'all do me a favor. Gia, what's up, girl? Blessings, blessings. Thank you, Miss Gia. Oh my God. Miss Gia, I know you. I'm glad to see every single person. But for a mother with a child with autism, Gia, when I tell you, ooh, child, when I tell you this boy gave me the blues this weekend, it was horrendous. It was a very, 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 very tight weekend for me. It was very tight. Um, Ooh, it was definitely not a walk in the park. However, I got it done. Y'all, the link again has been posted. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Peterson. That's right, y'all. Do me a favor, hit that like button and run me up. Like I said tonight, I just want to talk about real life. And baby, my weekend was yes, right. He told my there you go, Jill. I needed it. That's right, holla. Cause when I tell you, Jill, he told my ass up. He told my ass up this weekend. Your girl, baby, Miss Sherry over here on 25%. And I pushed to get up to make sure the weekly tiles were done and the uniforms were clean and fresh and socks and the shoes were all clean and I still did my motherly duties though. But when I tell you, baby, yeah, it was one of those weekends, y'all. Miss Sherry is tired, honey. Miss Sherry is beyond tired. But I had to get on here and show love to my bum squad and let y'all know that I know I've been a little quiet. I've been posting a little bit. But yes. Gia, when I tell you that sums up my weekend to a T, those days where they cut up the whole day, nothing fits, not listening, don't want nothing, can't sleep, trying to soothe them, and nothing works. I know those days. That sums up my entire weekend. I'm not gonna tell y'all how when I came in Sunday morning, which was about, like I said, right at 5 o'clock. When I came in Sunday morning after I had bathed him, put him to bed, he was sleeping when I left. Um, I'm not gonna tell y'all when I opened the door who greeted me, but okay. You got it. You guessed it, y'all. Internet nephew. He was as soon as I opened the door, there he go. Like I asked my sister, I said, well, how long was he up? She said, when you left out the door, he woke up like he knows. Like, right, they are way stronger than other children, right, Miss Gia? Like it was girl. I don't even have no words for my weekend. I just thank God that I made it through. He is not resting. He did not give me a break, not one time this weekend. Even when I woke up, when he got up this morning, he was still, on 99, in some more shit. So, right, Miss Peterson, he was definitely waiting on me, baby. He was definitely waiting on me. Definitely. I told my sister if I had knew he was up, I wouldn't even came home. I done went through his way. Shit, I done went to sleep on somebody's couch just to give me some peace. Shit, but he was up and he was waiting on his mama, baby. And he was ready. He did give me a little space after I opened his Pediasure form. And the next thing I know, when I woke up again, it was about 8 o'clock. I did give him a rib because I had a friend who had did some barbecue, a food truck, and I had got some barbecue, and I gave him a rib. I don't know what, baby, he went and ate that rib, and when he woke up again, it was about 8:39, and baby, he was ready to tear my ass up again, and he did just that. He goes from one extreme to the next. It was just a whole lot going on for Miss Cherry this weekend. It was not what I thought that it was gonna be. You want to make God laugh, make plans. So yeah, I'm working on, like I said, 25%. I'm gonna order you a weight blanket. It feels like a hug for them, but it will calm his senses down. Ladies, I'm gonna post the Amazon link for sensory toys that will help him. Thank you, Miss Gia. Thank you so much. I am a struggling single mother with a son with autism. I'm not ashamed. He is a wonderful child. Even with his autism, as I was explaining before Miss Gia got in the chat, I do not allow him to get wet even when he has his own autism storms. I still don't allow him to get wet. Why? Because we're mothers. So I take the bulk of the entire situation. Um, yeah. And when they're nonverbal, it makes it even more difficult to try to decipher in between what he wants, what he needs from me. I'm a very hands-on mother. I'm loving. I'm cuddling. I believe in laying and watching movies, eating snacks. I try to provide normal life as possible with him when it pertains to his autism. And then sometimes the autism just, it takes over. Regardless of how normal I try to make life for him, there's still that issue. And when that issue kicks in, baby, it kicks in. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing you can do about it. But be there and just going through the motions. So that's what this weekend was like for me. It's exhausting. Some days you just have to look at them, look at us. Some days there's no energy left in us. Sometimes you have to allow them to scream and cry, and you cry too. Miss Gia, it was definitely one of those weekends. I was just telling them when I woke up this morning, I was just in tears. I was just overwhelmed. God was speaking to me. Where the spirit was speaking to me about stuff, and I was dealing with this heaviness, with this autism. Uh, it was, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot this weekend. It was. Again, I have no problem coming on here, exposing a weekend in the life of Cherry. This was a weekend that was not a weekend that I would have wished on any mother, none whatsoever. And what makes me most grateful, you guys, is that it could have been worse. I could have been at a hospital standing over a sick child on a ventilator. Those are the things, as a mother with a child with autism, I have to tell myself to encourage myself to keep going, because at the end, the middle, and the beginning of the day, I'm his mom. I'm all he has. His dad is fair weather, when he feels like it. So I have to do what I have to do at all times. I don't have a choice in the matter. I have to be there regardless of the situation. So there's that. Welcome to the stage, Gia.
Okay, baby, I got something for you because
Yes,
my daughter is
ma'am.
14, also nonverbally gifted. So I'm going to show you what you can give her through the instrument. Okay,
Okay.
turn this light on. There's a, what is it? Is there still an echo?
No, go ahead. It's not
Okay.
very bad.
All right, I'm going to turn it so you can see. Can what? I'm trying to see how I can turn the camera around to show you this camera. Ready. Front um, facing back. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ladies, y'all can see.
Yes,
Turn it
ma'am.
on. Okay, this right here is called an ABC device by Tobii Dynamo.
Okay.
Okay, so they will customize this for your child.
Okay.
All of his daily words, any of his favorite toys, his favorite shows, you can all be loaded in. Okay? So,
Yes, ma'am.
like on this page right here, personal. So I loaded her teacher. Good afternoon.
Can you help me under the table? I need to wipe.
This is her about so people can ask her name.
I am 13 years old.
Oh, wow.
16.
So some of her favorite topics are like cleaning. She likes to clean, go to the gym, things in the bedroom. When you tell them it's bedtime, they're tired.
Not tired.
And it can be customized.
Okay.
And you can add anything in here that they need. So, like core. This whole person. So, and you can take pictures of anything.
Okay.
Pants. Which clothes?
And then we also have, you can take pictures. So we have everybody.
Right. That is so neat. Oh my God.
TK. One of Maryland. Uncle Jeffries. Uncle D. Auntie Cat.
Yo, that is so neat.
Okay, you can it has the date and time so that they can learn. And what I did is color coded the calendar. So she means Mondays are red, Tuesdays are orange, Wednesdays are yellow. Okay, and then I made her a calendar also that's in her room so that she knows because it's color coded to these days, right? And then it has all the days of the week, when it's morning, all the weather, the different seasons. Now, these do take about, it takes about a year and a half to get them customized because this device is $13,000.
Woo.
Yes, but I can show you how to behind the scenes, you can get it through the insurance, okay? Because this is a
Okay.
disease that it grows with them as they get older. So it's not like they can grow out of it.
Okay.
So he can still use as he gets older. For
Right.
anything. You can add anything.
Shower.
You can edit and see people, their feelings, foods, toys, games, entertainment, whatever he likes. Sports.
Right.
Right now, I'm teaching her music. So right now we're working on the coin. So yes, I'm gonna give you the information for this. Okay.
Please and thank you. Ooh.
Color code your shoes. Sometimes it wipes off, but what I'll do is, like in her right foot, I'll make it red, and the left foot, I'll make it green. And then I'll do
Right.
that for all the shoes. And then that's how I taught it. Right. And I do it with like the washable one, so it'll come off.
Right.
That is in the room. So and so she is able to know the different days of the week. She knows, when she goes to school, her having like a happy face. Now, we don't have this, I didn't color code it yet, but I will. So what I'll do is for the stove, I will put like a green dot, a yellow dot, a red dot, a blue dot. And then she has a list with a green dot, a blue dot, a yellow dot, and a red dot. So she knows to cook eggs on the green dot. So she turns it to the green dot. So we come up with it.
Wow, that is absolutely necessary and completely neat. I love that.
Because they recognize pictures and colors.
Right.
And since we know that they know their colors and they know pictures, you get added to characters. Even she packs her own lunch. She gets her own lunch ready. She knows that we have all the containers and stuff in here. Her water bottles are over there. She knows, like, she packs everything. She closes everything. She likes to take her, she's a texture. She got a texture. So we made Philly cheesesteaks tonight. So she packed all of her stuff. She packed her napkin. She didn't want bottled ketchup. She wanted this ketchup, whatever, right? Whatever.
Right. That is so neat.
So she knows she comes here every day. I got her backpack, her pad and everything. I sign it. And since we only been here what, a week and a half, I'm going to show you the color coding for the stove once I get it. And then I always keep right here, we have a little magnet that I put for the refrigerator, and then that'll color code it. And so she knows if she's going to go cook eggs, it's got to be on the blue, right? Because blue is low. If she's going to cook her bacon, the red is good.
Right. You have done an amazing job, Gia. Shout out to you. You have done a very amazing job. She's cooking, packing her own lunch. You go above and beyond to make sure that she lives a normal life as possible. And I commend you because it is not easy. It is not easy.
I think the first was hard. And then, because she's been in physical therapy, speech therapy, also ABA therapy, which is for the behavioral therapy and occupational therapy. Get him in those. It really, really gives them the tools to express their emotions.
Right, he's in all of those.
Yes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it just is, and she's about to be 14 and she's feeling them. So it's just a process. It's just something we have to do, but the the explosions of them not being able to express themselves and being frustrated as therapy continues, as they get older, it gets better, and then it becomes less and less. She had one the other day, but that was the first one we had in like 6 months. So that's really good. We, having like maybe 2 meltdowns this year.
Baby,
it's
that is
September,
amazing.
you
This
know,
is what's happening because
September. So that's good.
no, that's amazing. That's not good. That's amazing.
Where it used to be every day, but it gets better. It's just coming up with the system that works for them, their favorite things. Oh, a friend got this made for me for the house. I wanted to show y'all this. Hold on. Show y'all this. I'm gonna frame it and put it in her room.
Ah, look at that. That is absolutely adorable. Look at you guys.
From when he was a little baby.
Oh, look at that.
This was my first Mother's Day back from America. Right there.
Right.
So we're gonna get this. Somebody gave this to me.
That is absolutely beautiful.
And what I'm gonna do is once she's up to the next slide, I'll take y'all to the room and show you how we do that.
Okay.
Now she's able to fold her clothes. She knows, like, oh, my panties go here, my pajamas go here. She knows to
Miss Thomas.
make her bed, brush her teeth. So I'm just gonna get that. I gotta get the stickers done and the magnets, and then I will show you guys how she cooks by herself.
That is absolutely amazing. What's going on is I need to go out and come back in, but I don't want to take the chance and throwing everybody else. So what I'm doing is I'm letting you talk and then I unmute. But I'm completely listening. I'm completely amazed. God knows what you need before you even need it. Because baby, this weekend was definitely a weekend of patience, triumph, strength. Ooh, child. It was just one of those weekends. He was on one. Yeah. So I'm muting only when you talk because I seem to be picking you up real loud over here for whatever the reason. So it's me, not you. But yeah, I definitely need to feel free to email me with links, information, etc. Honey, I will make good use of it. I promise you I will.
And this is just been a learning as I go. That's it. Like, that's all we can do as parents. Learn as we go, learn what works for our kids, learn their likes and their dislikes. She doesn't like tags, buttons, or zippers. So I have all those things memorized. I already know she don't like those things on her skin. So we just don't buy those things. And it's just adjusting and then allowing them to be individuals, right? Because even if you don't have a special needs child, there's still things that they don't like. So it's just adjusting to their personality, their likes and their dislikes. Now, of course, if she's a teenager, she wants more privacy. She'll have moments where she just wants to go to her room, and I respect her privacy, because I didn't get that when I grew up. There was no privacy, but I just respect her privacy, give her time, and then she'll come back. But every year is a new year. every year is a new year because they keep changing. They keep growing, just like all other kids. And it's just a process, but it gets better. It gets better. It gets better. I know right now it's overwhelming. And sometimes you feel as a mom that like, what am I not doing? What am I not doing? What am I not doing enough of? What do I need to be doing more of? And I want to encourage you not to live in the spirit of doubt. I want to encourage you not to live in the spirit of worry or concern, thinking that you're not doing enough as a mom, because I know what those fears and those worries and those doubts feel like in those moments, because I remember those moments at that age. And I know that it's difficult. It is sometimes beyond overwhelming. Sometimes you don't even have the energy for yourself, but we know that, okay, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. They need me. They need me. And I truly believe God gave us our children to teach us things also. There was a reason that we are their moms. There's a reason we're their mamas. There's a reason. And we don't know it yet, but we're learning as we go.
Right. You are absolutely correct. I often tell myself that all the time, there's a reason why God chose you for me and me for you. Yes, overwhelmed is an understatement. Beating myself up about not doing enough or what I could do differently when I'm giving absolutely everything that I have in me. But the one thing that I will say about me is I am a very hands-on, loving mother. I show up for everything. I don't miss a beat. When it comes to him, again, I try to keep it to where he can live a very comfortable and normal life as possible, even when it's not so good for me, even when it's draining, even when it's just like, okay, what's going on? For instance, I had to take him off of the special needs bus because they act like they didn't understand autism, on the bus. Every little thing he did was a problem.
It's a problem. Don't ignore it. Luckily, you figured it out. It's a problem. You got to rearrange the schedule to where, luckily, in the industry that you're in, you can make your hours, because the bus is not for our children. And I understand that there are parents that do have to go clock in and they don't have an option, but you and I are in the industry where we make our own hours. But too many things go on the bus.
Right. And I was completely uncomfortable with it. He was getting off the bus throwing tantrums. I started feeling like they were being mean to him and just kind of picking on him due to his behavior. Again, we know our children, they are nonverbal, but the mothers can understand every single thing, every emotion that the child is facing. And I once I caught on and I started paying attention, I just went ahead and took him off the bus.
Because I didn't send us in a bad. I remember she was first grade. I almost went to jail because I was about to whoop this teacher's ass. Like, I was about to put hands, shoulders, knees, fucking toes on this bitch. I walk in to check on Ari. She is standing on top of the desk screaming at our children at the top of her lungs.
Child.
Look, listen, Cherry, I withdrew her that day. The principal was like, Ms. Z, I need you to leave the premises. And I don't want to have to escort you off the school grounds. I'm going to have to call the police. Well, sir, you do whatever it is you need to do, because this is not acceptable. When you're working with special needs children, this isn't a job you take for money. It's either something you're passionate and dedicated to and for, or don't fucking do it
at all.
Because it's hard as a parent. So I can't imagine being a teacher and 7 to 10 children with all different disabilities in one class.
Right.
And it's just finding the right environment, the right school, the right teachers, telling you, Terry, God has placed angels in every school Ariana has been in. I mean, we had issues, like I said, the early kindergarten, first grade. After that, I found her a great elementary, teachers that were extremely dedicated to her growth, teachers that were dedicated to making a difference in our children's lives. They truly wanted our children to grow and eventually be independent.
Right.
Now, Ari will always live with me, but the goal is to build her own house in the back of the property.
Right.
Right, because she'll always need like assistance to go to the bank and money and grocery shop, but she will be able to cook in her own home because I don't want her to feel like a child her whole life.
Right.
I want her to have her own independence, her own place. And I was just like, she's about to be 14. So I'm like, we could build her a tiny home in the back. That's just enough space to where they're safe. And make picture calendars to where she knows to turn off the light, turn off your stove, lock the door. Of course, I'll have an alarm system to where I can see her and make sure she's good. But I want her to feel independent. But our kids are always going to need it.
Right. That's gonna be absolutely amazing. You are completely dedicated to this, and that is wow. I'm impressed. I am because you don't see many mothers who put their best foot forward with special needs children. A lot of mothers are selfish and they only think about themselves and they only think about basically getting rid of the problem instead of getting down inside with the problem. And you have gone above and beyond. And again, shout out to you because this is a task and it is
But
not for the faint of heart.
there were times that I had mental breakdowns. Like, I have to tell the truth, like there were times I was losing my mind. But I've had a village. My family, I've had a village that has really helped me every deployment. My parents made sure she was good, and she's the only special needs person in our family. So
Right.
it's an assessment for like everybody, in the Black community. You remember back in the day when you had a cousin or something that was special needs and everybody just treated them like shit and, just didn't care and didn't treat them like people.
Right.
They didn't get treated like people. They didn't get treated with respect. They were just like shoved in a room or told to go somewhere.
Right.
I never want my baby to feel like that.
As you shouldn't. And you're absolutely right. Um, I'm so glad that you advocate for her and you advocate for her in like such a major way into a mom who's rearing up a soon to be five. He'll be 5 in November. Now I will say this about his dad. He doesn't really understand autism, but his patience with him is amazing. He has now this I can say about him. He has a whole lot of more patience than I, and he's also learning autism because I am stern and I am strict about how he's treated, spankings, etc. I'm just on it about everything. I'm always reminding him, do not put your hands on my son. He doesn't see you enough for you to discipline him. You don't know what his triggers or what may be going on if he's having a meltdown, etc. And you're thinking he's just being a spoiled brat, in which sometimes it's a lot of that too. He's definitely on the spectrum, but he's on a lower end of the spectrum, yet he's still on a higher end of the spectrum. It's just all over the place.
And
Yeah, I know what it's like
giving your son, signing him up for what you guys don't. You can start it on YouTube, right? Because finances are important, right? Like we're single moms raising kids, and sometimes there's just not always extra. But starting to learn the basic sign language for him, that gives him another voice in knowing that oh, I can say this, and you just start to learn, set a goal to where you guys learn 2 signs a week, right? So this week we learn good morning and good night, or I'm hungry or I'm tired, and you keep practicing just those 2 every week, or just 2 every 2 weeks, and their brains work so fast, and their neurotransmitters as children, he will start to pick it up really quickly, and then him and dad can all learn it together. So that gives him a dual language until he's able to say certain words, but then he'll also be able to communicate with other people as well.
Right. Right.
And it just, again, he's 5, like he's still a baby.
Right.
He's still really young, and you don't know if you're not in the world with other parents dealing with the same thing.
I swear.
You don't know what resources or what places to go to, or also for Ari, with your son being like pool therapy, she does horse therapy too, and the horses, they'll put them on the smaller ones, but it's emotional therapy for them. But they could do it with dogs, they could do it with rabbits. So I'm just going to share all this information with you, and it's just what his personality likes, just whatever he likes, and these are just different tools to help him manage. If we put ourselves in their position and we can't express ourselves, how frustrated will we be?
Right. And I tell myself that all the time. All the time. This is very frustrating for him as well as myself. That's why I try to practice a very gentle parenting, with him, and try to soothe, the situations. It's just a lot. I mean, I'm so overwhelmed. I was so overwhelmed this weekend, Gia. When I tell you that I was just like, okay. Like he's about to be 5. He's about to be 5, but he's really only 3 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I try to explain. Right. I try to explain that to people. It's just heavy, and when it's heavy, it's heavy. I know what it feels like to want to lose your mind. I've had a mental breakdown. I know what that was like, and after that mental breakdown, that's when I decided, okay, listen, we're not going to do this, Mom. You got to pull it together. I know it's heavy. I know it's hard, but you got to get it together for you and baby. You cannot, it's okay to break, but you just can't break down. Break, get back up, get it together, and let's get it. And normally after a weekend like this, it was definitely giving a mental breakdown for Mom. However, God fixed it. I pulled myself together. My village is my sister. My sister is very much hands on with him. He'll act a way with her that he would not act for me. So I thank God for my village again, which is my sister. And even still, he'll still cut up, and autism will be autism, and but we make it work. We make it work, and I'm thankful.
I love my grandma. She's 85. She doesn't understand that, like, she is not going to be still. She's, and she an 85-year-old Black woman from the South, right? So, grandma must be like, hey, stop all that goddamn screaming, all that noise. You know how they are. Right? And I'm like, Granny, that's not going to work. You can't give her the same rules you gave us. Because it just doesn't apply. And so we'll visit, but I don't have my granny babysitting. Now my other grandma, yes, my father's mother, yes. But she was a teacher, and so it's just a different dynamic. But even you've seen the pictures of Ari, she doesn't look 14, like she's only 4'2". So
right.
And mentally, yes, age-wise, she's going to be 14, but mentally, she's 8, 7. It's not the same. Even though she's learning some of the same skills neurologically, their brain hasn't developed.
Right.
That